Hello, everyone. This is Robin with 7 questions. Heads up, this episode features some strong language, so listener discretion is advised. Now, on with the show. Welcome to 7 Questions, a Hear Your Story podcast using 7 questions from the Tell Your Life Story guided journal. Here, we share the stories of people who had lived storied lives. That includes everyone, of course, but today we have Ash on the show. So let's get to know her, shall we?
Hello.
Hi. How are
It's
you doing?
me.
Tell me
I'm
about
doing
yourself. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing. That's kind of how I've been feeling a bit lately. It's just like I'm
Oh,
doing.
sure. Yeah.
I
You're
am doing.
getting through it.
Getting
Just
through it.
walking through the motions.
Yeah. It's like I was talking with a friend about this recently about how how like when in your life you have all these goals and dreams and aspirations and things that you are working towards, and it feels like there's just a long period of like work and okay,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
happen when it'll happen, and then it starts happening, and then you're like, oh my God, but like overwhelming, whoa, like I know this is what I wanted, but why all of this thing happened?
Why is it happening, though? Yeah. I know
Yeah.
I worked for this, but I wish it would just chill for a second.
Yeah, can we okay. I guess this I asked for this. So I'm experiencing a little bit of that, which is cool. And I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm based in Los Angeles. My artist name is Miss Machina. But you can call me Ash. And I have been out here for 3 years now. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas.
Oh,
I grew
love.
up in Texas. Yeah. Different vibes, different vibes.
When did you
Um,
move to LA?
I moved 3 years ago, so 2022, spring of 2022,
Oh, sick. Sure.
which
Recent,
feels
then.
I know it is I guess recent. Everyone that I know that lives in LA has lived here for like 10 or 15 years, and I'm like, whoa. I, I guess yeah, it is recent. I am new, but it feels like a lifetime ago when I didn't live here. So yeah.
Hey, listen, I mean, a lot of stuff has happened in the past 3 years. Yeah, it does kind of feel like a lifetime has passed. No, I get you.
You have a point. You have a point.
Yeah. Um, I get that overwhelming thing though.
Yeah.
What is causing? Is it just that you a lot of like? Is it overwhelmed? Like a lot of
Mhm.
opportunities have hit you all of a sudden, and then you're trying to
Yeah,
deal with it. Yeah.
a little bit. It's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of the, you know, being an artist is a challenge in the sense that for a really long time, it's not something you can do as a job. You have to have a side job. You have to have other jobs to support you.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that, and now I'm reaching a point where I have to prioritize the artist thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is great, but it's like it comes with a bunch of challenges and a lot of fear. I there's a certain level of security of like working a certain amount of hours a week, but basically what I'm kind of realizing is I thought I could keep my workload that I was doing when I wasn't also doing music almost full time and other creative endeavors. And I was like, I'm a fitness instructor. That's what I do
Sure. Yeah.
on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can keep teaching 20 classes a week and also basically work 40 hours on my project. And then it
Yeah, you can
became
do a
very,
classic like 200 hours of work a week. That's fine.
that's fine. I don't need to
Easy.
sleep. I don't need to like have relationships or live my life. And then the burnout hit me so hard, and it also just hit me with a big reality check of like, hey, I think actually you have to pick now.
Yeah.
Which is hard. I read a book during COVID. I think it's called like The Art of Doing Nothing, something like that.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really struggling with doing nothing.
Yeah.
As someone who went to school for, musical theater and vocal performance and all this stuff, and I was like, ooh, none of that's really happening right now. What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
And this feeling of like I need to do, I need to do all the things. And that actually there is a productivity, if you want to think of it in that way, in doing nothing. And that in doing nothing, you refill kind of this cup that you need in order to do something.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you get the workaholics to do nothing, as you say. That it's actually more productive to do nothing than it is to
Right.
force
Hello, it's
things.
me.
Yeah, hi. Looking in the mirror. I like
Hmm.
that. No, I get that actually. I work at history. I do like majority admin stuff and make sure that people have all the things that they need. But outside of that, I do a lot of writing and performance stuff with tabletop role playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, things like that.
Same.
Oh shit, love that. Huge.
Oh my God. I literally
Love.
just finished a show like
Oh
last
no way, what show?
first the Dice Decide.
Oh sure, yeah, yeah.
We just finished season 1
Love that.
last weekend.
Very exciting. Where was
Devastating.
that? Is that was it live or was it pre-recorded?
Pre-recorded.
So it's not out yet. It will be out.
It's not out yet. It will be out. I don't have any of the details. I don't know.
Love that. No, good. Very exciting. No, that's fine.
Very par for the course that I would be like, guys, it's coming out. I don't know when, but like it's coming. And they're like, shut up. We haven't even edited it yet. Yeah. I don't-
But no, I get it because it. Oh my god, I completely lost track of my statement. I just got excited that we were both doing
We're
the
both
same kind of
nerds.
thing. Yeah.
Shall you roll for perception?
Oh, I got it. That's what I was gonna say. It was because I do a lot of writing stuff, and I
Hmm.
tend it's like I do this, and then I have like two other things where I'm designing games or I'm like writing or like performing in them.
Right.
And then I was like, I can't think of a good idea for this thing. And then I my headphones would run out of power, like ran out of power once as I was like walking to the station, and I was like, oh, I need to not be stimulated, and then my brain will start thinking of stuff. Is like being bored
Completely.
is so good for being a creative.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like it shouldn't be, right? It feels like you should be consuming the media that you are
Right.
trying to, that you're like in. If you're a filmmaker, you should be watching films. Musicians should be
Right.
listening to music. But as soon as you
Right.
stop doing that, you're like, oh, I have ideas for stuff now
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
my brain is like, okay, oh my god, thank God, I don't need to pay attention to other
Right.
things. We can just hang
I
out.
don't. Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating. Right. So,
Fascinating.
first question. We'll get onto the questions now.
Yes.
What makes you lose track of time because you love doing it so much?
Oh, that's such a great question. You know, this may be a little cheesy,
Love
but
cheese.
I saw this thing on, one of the apps the other day, and it was like, I love people who make me forget I have a phone.
Oh, interesting.
I love
What?
people
Like
who
what?
like um I love I love talking to people. I'm not just saying that because I'm on a podcast right now. I love like connecting with people and like and I mean it. It's not everybody. I don't want to do this with everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's like those people where you meet them and you're just like, oh, whether it's romantic or platonic, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have to. It just like when you meet someone and you're like, oh, you match my freak, and I want to talk to you about anything and everything,
Yeah.
and that that is what makes me like. It also it's what excites me about. It's also like I guess you could say the same thing in like a session,
Hmm.
like when I'm in a writing session
Yeah.
or something like that, where you meet someone you haven't met them before, and you're gonna do a co-write and you're gonna write a song together, and then it's just like. Wow, you just get it. You just understand what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, and I don't even have to tell you my whole life story or my POV. You're just like, you get it.
Just already, yeah, know what's happening.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I love
Mm.
is meeting people who just like match your energy. Because I think like as someone who is extremely extroverted and I am extremely like, I don't say like customer service like oriented,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
like I feel like I do have like a bit of a customer service mindset, like in the sense that like I'm like probably like overly nice to some people and like
Hmm.
overly open and outgoing and all these things, and I think a lot of times sometimes I struggle with people that I'm maybe not, there isn't like a super genuine connection thinking there is
Hmm.
between us, and it's like, whoa, no, like I'm just like,
I'm
this
just
is
good at
just like,
talking.
I'm just good at, no, I'm just a good conversationalist.
Yeah.
But when you meet someone else who's like, oh, I'm not, I'm not the one just like fueling all of this. You're right there with me. I live for that.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. No, absolutely. Especially, it's the whole thing of like when you get to the point where you're finishing people's sentences is like the greatest. I was talking to my best friend the other day, and just about a random project thing, and then they said, "Oh well, when," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know," and then I just finished their sentence, and they were like, "That's crazy that you were able to do that. That we spent so much time together that
Yeah,
you finished the next two sentences that I was gonna say
yeah,
exactly to that." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the best thing ever." No, I love it.
it is, and it makes me forget. It's like makes me forget I have a phone. I'm like, "Ugh, social media, not even interesting. You know?
When I found that I found that whenever I go, because I'm from London originally in the UK, whenever I go
No
back home,
way.
I know. I tell you what, straight up, the amount of people that think I'm Australian is bonkers.
Oh,
It
that's crazy.
happens constantly. Um, Whenever I go back home and I stay with my parents, my this is gonna sound bad, like I'm bashing my parents. My phone usage skyrockets to a truly worrying degree because it's like I don't feel like I have a lot to talk about here.
Yeah,
Um, and it's like but then I get really good at online connection, which is the majority of my life is speaking to
yeah.
people who are miles and miles away. And then as soon as I'm in a place with people that I really like, I am switch on a dime to being the worst person to speak to on text. I just won't respond for days because I'll get a
Oh,
message and I'll be like, I'm doing something at the minute. I'm speaking to people.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm that friend who either responds to you immediately because my phone is open, or
Yeah.
you won't hear from me for 5 to 7 business days.
Yes, absolutely. No, same. So, question number two. How
So,
would you describe your family when you were growing up?
ooh.
Your
I'm gonna
Texas
react that
family.
way to every single question. Ooh,
Ooh.
um, just heard myself and was like, what am I doing? Um, mm, that's a spicy meatball. Okay. Yeah, I'm an only child.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I had a great, I had a great experience. 10 out of 10.
Mm.
I did. I'm really close with my parents. My dad is actually visiting me right now in Los Angeles.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm really close with both of my parents. They're still together. I feel like um, growing up as an only child was interesting. I feel like only children get a bad rap, but also like I've met only children who are absolutely like awful.
Yeah, they fit
So
the stereotype.
so it's like okay, I get it. But I feel like I learned a lot of independence um growing up, and I actually feel like I was like super prepared to like be an adult.
Wow.
Um, and if I know what, very weird. Um, but I mean, like obviously, like everyone, there's growing pains and everything. But like, um, yeah, I was always like, I'm very lucky to have been so supported and loved, and
Mm-hmm.
um, it was, I mean, it was really great. I think like, honestly, like, since moving to LA, like I'll say like, oh yeah, I grew up in Texas, and I think people think like, oh my God, you must have been surrounded by scary Republicans, and it must have been awful. And which, yes, but also like I grew up in kind of like it's not like I mean it's outside of Dallas, so it's not as um I don't know, like it's not like Austin, which is like super blue bubble in Texas, but
Yeah.
like Dallas is still like sort of like blue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a major city. You
It's a
normally
major
find that they
city,
are. Yeah.
right? And so like I will say though that it was actually like reverse bubble effect because like I was so like everything was real great in my town growing
Mm-hmm.
up. Like everyone like loved each other and like I mean like I had friends who came out in college and not college in high school. I did have
Mm.
friends who like waited to come out until college and a lot of that, but like like I was not really used to this narrative or like I didn't really experience like the narrative of like you know what people I think associate with more like rural parts of
Yeah.
Texas, which
Yeah.
is true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think then when I left and I was like, whoa, wait, oh, I had a very unique experience that is not indicative of what most people go through.
Sure.
One, living in
Yeah.
the South, and two, um, like in general, like oh wow, like I remember just like going to college my first year, my freshman year, like I learned so much about like inequality and like whoa, like the issues that we. I mean, like I went, no, I know, but like my first year in college, I was 2016.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
was a freshman during the 2016 election, which was wild. And that was my first election.
Yeah.
So,
Damn. Yeah.
so that was quite the experience and quite the eye opener. So I don't know if that answers the question, but
No. Yeah,
I
it does. Yeah.
I had a great experience growing up, but it is not an atypical experience of someone growing up in
Sure.
Texas, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Where did you went to uni for musical theater, right?
That's what I
Whereabouts you go to uni?
started. Yeah, that's what I started with. So I went to the Chicago College of Performing Arts
Oh, very nice.
for like a year and a half, and then I transferred. Eventually, made my way to SMU in Dallas, Southern Methodist University,
Oh, okay.
and I studied at the Meadows School of the Arts. Very exciting time, and then graduated in 2020, which was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. What? So you changed unis to move closer to home, or
Yeah,
were you
I
just like I don't want to be in Chicago?
well, there was like a myriad of reasons. My senior year of high school, I was in a relationship and was very confused about relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should not have made a choice on my life based on a person when I was 18 years old,
Hey, listen, who hasn't been there?
but I was like, you know what? We're doing it. So yeah, so I mean it wasn't all because of this person. It was still a good school and all these things, and I'm really glad I did go there because I think I learned a lot about
Yeah.
myself. But yeah, there was a pretty large part of me that was like, I'm gonna go to this place because this other person literally only has one option. So that was
Mm-hmm.
kind of where we were at, and I was like, okay. And yeah, just didn't, at the end of the day, like the choice was not made because I loved
Wanted
it
to.
or
Yeah.
was
Sure.
fully like, this is it for me.
Yeah.
So that was why I left, was because like clearly the relationship didn't work out.
No, I get it though. That's real lover behavior,
I
and
know.
we love that because I did the same thing, and that's why I say it's real lover behavior. I was gonna go to uni in a place near Scotland called Lancashire,
Mm,
but the person that I was seeing was in Cardiff, and they were
mm,
like, "Hey,
mm,
it's a shame because we won't be able to work out if you go all the way to Lancashire." And I was like, "Damn!" And then I called Lancashire up. It was 4 days before I was going to move. All my stuff was
mm,
already packed. I called
mm.
them up and I was like, "Hey, I'm not coming to you, by the way." And then I called up every single university in Wales, like, "Hey, how about you accept me as you know,
Right.
in one of your media departments?" And every single one was full up except for documentary film in Newport, and they were like, "Yep, okay." Because the
Wow.
guy who ran the school, there was free spaces, but he thought that what I did was so wild, and he was like, "I actually love that. We need that type of passion. Yeah, absolutely, come in." So I moved to a
Yeah.
completely different part of the UK, and the relationship lasted. I would like to say conservative. If I was to be really liberal with it, about 4 months. We broke up. It's grand. It's okay because a few
Mm.
years later, I moved to Canada, Toronto, Canada, for the same reason.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Love doing it. Big lover
Yeah.
boy energy over here. So I totally get what you mean by
Yeah, I'm a lover girl. I really
yeah,
am.
yeah.
I'm like, let's do it. Let's just do it. Why are we?
Hey, listen, if it doesn't work out, you get a cool, weird story that you can tell at parties. The
Yeah, it's
dream.
funny.
You can get a
Yeah,
story you tell on a podcast. The
yeah, if
dream.
it doesn't work out, we can always break up. That's kind of what I. It's true. If it
Yeah.
doesn't work out, we can actually just, which is so funny. Like dating now is it's really tough.
Mm,
It's really
mm.
tough. And I feel like everyone kind of, at least, well, the tides are changing. So, yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, um, there's hope for me potentially.
Good.
Yay! I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
love
like,
it.
it's so funny actually. Like, I mean, this is a great. It's like the good thing starts happening, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to like talk about it. I feel like I'm gonna like
Because then
jinx
it's
it.
gonna break the spell. Yeah, it's gonna scare it
Right.
off. Yeah.
And I have been trying to be very normal, and like not crazy. Let's go to Vegas and get married kind of vibes. But that's me. I mean, like to be so real, my EP, which is coming out in September, end of September, like it's my first EP, is called the title of it's called Serial Monogamous. So like I am what I am.
Love that. Yeah.
I
You
am
know
who I
that
am.
grand.
Like,
Talk to me about music. You were in musical theater. Did you want
yes.
to do it? Was that like? Did you do that because you wanted to do music, or did you do that because you wanted to do musical theater specifically?
Well, so it's interesting. I think I've always wanted to do my own music. And I think there was a little part of me that always thought that was just such a huge, you had to be such a good musician to be able to pull that off. And I
Mm.
just never thought I was for a really long time. And I was like, well, musicals, you just show up and it's written for you. You don't have to like
Yeah,
write it. It's just
yeah.
done.
You just perform it.
And I liked the musicals. I really loved. I liked the musicals. I liked them. So,
That's good. That's
and
kind of the bare minimum you
liked
need to
them.
be doing musicals, I think.
Right. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do musical theater. I love it. It's really fun. It was kind of not a scapegoat, but it was like obviously still a hard road, like the
Oh yeah.
artist journey of it all, but it wasn't 100% what I like knew that I wanted to do, which was like write my own music and make my own music. And I didn't
Mm.
really come to the final like, okay, what am I doing and why am I not doing this is until 2020 because of, the
Oh
state of
wow.
the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, yeah, like anything could happen. I guess the world could end and like why not just go for it? Why not just do the thing you want to do or try to do the thing you want to do and tell people that you love them and freaking why are we being so avoidant and weird about everything
Mm.
in
No,
life?
love it. Yeah.
Like, just send it. Because the thing that's supposed to be for you is gonna be for you. It's gonna happen for you. So,
I like that outlook. What do
yeah.
you what do you think like informs that outlook for you? Is that just a thing that you just like naturally came to? Is there like a specific moment that you were like, oh, things will just happen and work out?
Yeah, I think more recently, honestly, than anything. But like I looking back on just my life now, which has not been very long. I'm 27,
Mm-hmm.
it's not been, I make a joke all the time that I've lived many lives, um, in my small amount of time, which it does feel like I have. But,
Mm-hmm.
like I look back on a lot of things in the sense of, like I moved back to Texas and then I needed a job because it was, school and also to start to pay bills, and I wanted to have a job out of college. So I actually got some amazing advice from like a mentor one time that was like, find a side gig now when I was in college.
Hmm.
Find something that you can learn how to do now that will pay your bills, that's easier, and learn how to do it now, which for me was like teaching classes or being a trainer.
Sure.
Because not that it's easy, but it is like I show up and get paid for an hour, what most people would have to do like a whole shift
Yeah,
for.
yeah, yeah,
So it's like, okay, learn how to do that thing.
yeah.
Anyway,
Hmm.
but I did that. I got hired by a pretty big company called Equinox, which we can totally use their name. I don't really care. Um, Come and get me if they want to. I don't think they will, but yeah, I worked there, and I got hired there, and then it was like year. I worked for them for 8 years,
Hmm.
and then moved to LA, still worked for them, and met my co-producer, um, like executive producer of my current artist project, because he took one of my classes at Equinox.
Cool.
And I'd been, like there had been other times where I'd been fighting and fighting and messaging people and trying, and it's like, actually it just found me.
Yeah.
And I think if you lead with that, like, I know some people might think it's delusional, or it's like, oh, only that works out for you because I don't know, something's just going right for you. It's like, well, actually, like your mindset in thinking that it's only going right for you or that other person who it seems you're actually like shutting yourself off to the good energy, I think,
Yeah.
you know? And maybe that's just delusional, but the more that I find that I just embrace life and the experiences by looking back on things like that, it's like, wow, I couldn't have planned that. I couldn't have set that up. I just had
Yeah.
to live my life with this kind of openness of like, this is gonna benefit me somehow.
Hmm.
If it feels good, it is good. That's kind of like it, just most
Yeah.
things. Because this isn't saying that like, okay, well, if there's a shitty situation in your life that you shouldn't, you know, fight against, and that's going to be for your highest good. Like, in your soul which things are good for you and which things are not, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and what people are good for you and what people are not good for you. So it's like using that intuition, which is really hard because sometimes we know that something is not good for us or is not meant for us, and we're just like, but why not?
Yeah, it's a muscle. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a muscle that you have to
Mm-hmm.
work at to get stronger, and then you're able
Right.
to tell those things earlier. No, I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely. Interesting. That's a good.
Yes.
I like that outlook. That's good.
Thank
Because
you.
I mean, it's one of the things of there's a million ways to roam. Like I think it's
Mm-hmm.
like a million is not the
Yes.
phrase, but you know what I mean. But it's like if
I
you
don't know.
took
Can
a
you hear my
different.
cat? Sorry. Can
I
you hear my cat?
can. No, it's grand.
I'm sorry.
It's so fine. No.
She's so talkative.
That's,
Hi.
they just want to be on a podcast, and that's great. It's like if you didn't take that path and you didn't go to LA and you went somewhere else,
Right.
then having that kind of outlook where you're still looking for that solution, it
Mm-hmm.
would have come up in a different way, and someone else would have found you, and then it would have led you
Yeah.
to still doing the thing that you want to do. I
I
agree.
agree.
I think that's a yeah. I think that's just kind of how the universe works for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is a weird way to put it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Everyone has a story worth telling. The major victories, the hard-learned lessons, and even the unforgettable misadventures, like that one haircut you got that you wish you could erase from everyone's memories. Tell Your Life Story is a guided journal designed to help you capture it all, with thoughtful prompts to help you reflect on the proud, the profound, and the wait that actually happened moments. Tell Your Life Story will help you create a legacy future generations can laugh, cry, and laugh until they cry over. Your story deserves to be remembered. Start writing today. Available at Target on October the 28th. Now, back to our questions. Question number 3. Who was the first person in your life who truly understood you and made you feel like you didn't have to explain or justify yourself?
What a good question.
Yeah. This is one of the bigger ones. This is one of the
Yeah.
tougher things, I think.
I, there's like a part of me that wants to say my mom.
Mm.
However, I think because I'm an only child, there's a certain level of openness that is with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're very close. I don't have siblings. I don't have there's only like two people in the house to talk to. So I've
Sure.
always been
Yeah.
really close to my parents. But finding a way to authentically show up in the world in the way that I would at home
Mm.
really only happened um I started when I joined like the theater program in middle school for me.
Oh wow. Sure.
So my like middle school theater director, if she's watching this, I don't know if I want to dox her. But
She knows
um
who she is.
she knows who she is, and um I always felt like a superstar
Wow. That's
around
cool.
her. And I think because like I think you get into a place where it's like, well, my of course my mom thinks I'm amazing. It's my mom. You know what I mean? Um, but having a mentor or someone who is outside of your family unit believe in you
Yeah.
is really important.
Yeah.
And I think we need them as adults too. I think we need
Oh,
like mentors and
I think the need for that never leaves.
yeah.
Yeah. What inspired you to get into that theater program? What was the big moment?
They were doing High School Musical, and I had to be
Huge.
in High School Musical.
Which one? The first one?
The first one.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
they were doing High School Musical, and I was like,
Who did
I got.
you? Who did you? What part did you get?
I was Vanessa Hudgens, not
Huge.
Gabriella. Vanessa Hudgens. Let's get it. Let's not get it. Also, I think I need to say that it's really iconic that my audition was Sneaker Nights by Vanessa
Nice.
Hudgens.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you went in with an intention, and you
Yeah,
got it. Yeah,
thank you.
massive.
I had a plan. I had a serious plan.
What did
Basically,
you?
what we're gonna do is dance. Basically, what we're gonna do is
Basically,
dance.
what we're gonna do is
Is
dance. Yeah,
dance.
love that.
Can you
So,
imagine with a piano? It's iconic.
what? What was the inspiration for you to go for Gabriella and not a far superior role like Sharpay?
Sharpay. I know. I know in my heart of hearts that I actually should have probably auditioned for Sharpay. Like that was really made for me, but that's okay. That's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
it just has
I
all the good songs in it. Is the
I think actually this is like this is a little deep. It's a little
mm-hmm.
deep. Um I think I have learned this in my own artist project now, as well as I think there was a really large part of me when I was younger, even into when I was first started like doing my own artist project, where I was like, well, Gabriella is considered the lead.
And you
So
needed the lead bit.
in
Yeah,
order to be the best, I need the lead.
yeah.
As weird, and then eventually I got out of that, like when I like honestly like in high school when I started getting exposed to more theater where like there were like amazing roles that like
There were
or
just
not.
naturally smaller parts, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but like I would much prefer that role, or what have you. But um, yeah, but then it was interesting because it manifested in a way of like when I first started making music. Ironically, like it was how I kind of like it. How I didn't view pop music. It was like, well, I need to make
Mm.
like cool, artistic. Like I need to be like an alt pop girl, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
um because I'm an artist, and then or like folk music kind of like artsy, and then I was like, no, basically what we're gonna do is dance. Like, and so I think those two things are very much connected, like in the sense of like um authenticity of like who I am and like how I show up is a lot more. It's pop music, it's Sharpay, it's
Yeah. But I
it
mean,
doesn't.
the maturity of an artist is truly like the start of that is finding out that like I actually would rather be this role even though it's way smaller.
Yeah.
It's the cliche that you get told every single time you go to audition for anything is like, oh, there's no small parts. And it's like, because everyone wants the lead. But then it's like, actually, I don't want the lead. I want this bit because it's way funner. Their songs are better. I want to shoot for that. Question 4. Speaking of, we actually, you have a lot of moments like this, I feel like, and I'm interested to see what your take on this is. What period of your life shaped you the most, and how did it change you? Because it seems we have a lot of little points. We've got like middle school, like starting that, moving to LA, got moving to Chicago, got moving back home. Like, which do we have one that you're like, oh, this is like a trajectory, like firing one? Yeah.
I think moving to LA was huge. It was a big step. And actually, I would say most recently, I mean, recently it was like almost 2 years ago at this point, but I moved to LA with a partner, and then
Okay.
didn't work out. Didn't work out
As it is.
as it does, as it doesn't. And actually learning how to be alone and reconnecting with my sense of independence that I mentioned a little bit. It's funny, like I think somewhere along the way of like from when I first started like getting into relationships, like probably like end of high school into a couple of years ago, I like almost like lost. I became like super dependent, and I was taking care of all these people, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, is this relationship for both of us, or is it for the other person? And I just taking care of them now. Like, what's going on? And what's funny is that like I would say this a lot, which is that I feel like I had it all figured out when I was 18 or before I was 18, and I was so fiercely independent. I didn't like kiss anybody until I was like 18 years old because I was like, the options are grim, like I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Like, but I didn't care, like I really like there was something in, I was just like, well, like I'd rather do this thing, or I'd rather focus on myself or whatever. And I was like, where and why was I like that? And where did I lose it? And so I think like the past couple years, I've really like reconnected with that, like being good on your own.
Yeah.
Being okay on your own.
And that's big. That's big, and that's a very scary thing to confront as well.
Yeah. And like, I'm at this point now where it's like, in the world of dating, it's like, okay, if someone wants to like exist in my life, like, cool, but I'm like really good. That'll be nice, but I don't really need them.
Sure. Yeah.
I want that. I definitely am one of those people that like, and it says this has taken a lot of like conviction and like understand, like, and not in self-realization to like understand that like I am a relationship queen. I really am. Like I want monogamy in a world in a world in which there's everyone, at least I'm in LA, so like everyone's in, I don't know, maybe we'll be open, maybe we'll be, I don't know, we can date everybody.
It's also it's sweeping artist spaces all over the globe.
It is sweeping the nation.
It's sweeping the nation.
Yeah, which is fine, like, and I know plenty of people who that works for them, but like, like when I first started dating again, when I like got out of my last relationship, I was encountering a lot of that. I was like, oh yeah, sure, like whatever. And then like it's like, nah, girl, you want to like, be with a person and really share a life with a person. And that's a lot for some people. And I think sometimes you just gotta go, that's what I want, and that's like really like it. And if you're not down, then that's okay.
Yeah.
And
it's truly a thing which I had to I had to come to the conclusion that it's like, oh, I'm fully not strong enough for that lifestyle. Yeah. I need to have one person that I'm like, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else is like, I'm just not strong enough for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
It's tough though. It's a tough thing to.
hey, listen, it's grim out there. Yeah.
It is, but the hardest thing is to start seeing a person or to start even like just going on a date and then it's like, oh damn, like you're really just like you just want something casual. And because it's really easy for those of us who are very like just like serious relationship oriented to just be like, oh, actually that's not what I want. This has been fun. Goodbye. It's so hard to do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And I was talking with one of my girlfriends recently about how like at the end of the day, like the thing is that even someone who's not ready for a relationship, even if they say that, right, it's gonna be like you, the general concept of you is amazing, right?
Mm,
Someone who wants a relationship and who shows up in that way is really wonderful, even for people who don't want that. And
mm.
so, of course, they're gonna want to keep you around, you know?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like, it's so hard.
It
You have to
is.
say, oh, that's
Yeah.
that's not for me.
No, it's a thing which I've had to, again, I've come to terms with it fairly recently of the,
Mm,
it's like being single is like, there's a, especially for me, I'm like, oh,
mm,
there's a big pit that I don't like confronting when I'm not in a relationship, and I feel very like isolated and lonely in that. But
yeah.
then I have had relationships and been like, oh, that pit's still there, but I don't need to pay attention to that
Mm,
lonely feeling that I have. Yeah, and then there's been times when it's like, oh no, this is great. You're helping me and doing the things that like I need and want and all that. Anyway,
yeah,
it's a tough thing, that
it is.
whole relationship thing. Yeah. Question number 5. What's
Yeah.
the question that you're afraid to ask yourself?
Mm,
This is when we start getting real personal.
let me go internal. Let me go into the mind thoughts. Would you be happy if it didn't happen?
Oh, interesting. What is
It can
the?
be anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just that
It could
it
be
is a general.
if would you be happy if that person, that relationship didn't work out? Would you be happy if
Mm,
that job didn't work out? Would you be happy if the album didn't work out? Etc., etc.
sure. What does work out mean?
Hmm. What a good. Yeah. It's like that's a great point.
Because with
If you,
art, it's like,
yeah,
is that not completing it? Is it not being the biggest thing in the world? Like, you're still making art.
that's so true. Um, yeah, I think. Did you hear my cat?
Yeah. She has a lot of opinions on this question.
She does. She goes, yeah, what do you mean work out, Mom? What do you mean? Um, I think that's such a good point because I think that is something that, especially now with art, we really struggle with like, yeah, what does it mean work out? Does that mean being heard by, I think for me, for at least the music side of things, it's being heard by as many people as possible. That's the
Hmm.
goal, like
Sure.
to have the music be heard by as many people as possible.
Hmm.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna
yeah,
swing back. I'm gonna swing back at you with a thing that we've literally just talked about. Okay,
let's go.
you auditioned to be Gabrielle because you wanted the lead, and then you
Yeah,
realized actually Sharpay is more fun and better.
yeah.
And then we had a conversation about how sometimes being the main character is not the best role. However, you
Hmm.
just said be heard by as many people as possible, which is the main
Hmm.
character of making an album.
True.
Is there a result of the album that you think you would be? So you
I
get
hear what
listened
you're
to the most
saying.
amount of people as possible, but
Mm.
you don't fully inspire or ingrain yourself in people, or
What a
you
good
get
point.
listened to by 10% of people, but let's not even give a percentage. Let's say you get listened to by 2,000 people, and 1,000 of those people is like you get so ingrained into how they make art that they then make art and are referencing you in like 5 years. Is
Mm.
that an angle that you're like, actually that is something that you would like?
Yeah, and I think that is actually like the core of it because that is something I'm talking about with a lot of people I make music with my friend Tucker, who is like my executive producer that I work with
Hmm.
all the time. And you know, it's like, yes, obviously, like it would be great to be listened to by as many people,
Yeah.
but actually, like, isn't the goal really to be at more as effective, like to affect people
Hmm.
and to
Yeah.
actually inspire and if that means it's 1,000 people versus 1,000,000, just like lukewarm milk toast kind of whatever,
Responses. Yeah.
hmm then isn't that more? And that's such a good point.
It's one of the hardest things to confront because I am the same. There is a lot of shows that I've made with the intention of like I would really like this to be like the biggest thing in the world.
Right.
Obviously, it has not happened ever, but that's always the goal. But then there is the thing when I'm currently, releasing now that doesn't have a lot of people listen to it. It's a horror show about being an artist. It is a bunch of people get exactly what they want, but then all of their fears of being, you know, perceived in that way get like
Mm-hmm.
make manifest. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I have had people who have made content online. They got really viral famous, and then they had to stop doing it. Message me, be like, this is one of my favorite things I've ever heard because it's exactly capturing all of my feelings about the situation. And
Sure.
it's not the biggest thing ever, but I'm like, I mean, that is surely that's it though. That's why we're here, is
Yeah.
to be referenced in the future.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend today, who's a game designer, and he was saying that he'll never be the biggest game designer, but today there was a Twitter thread that was specifically referencing him as an inspiration for a bunch of artists, and he's like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's surely that's it, right? That's what we're here for. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a grueling
Yeah.
question and kind of thought process. It sucks.
Oh yeah.
No, I get you. I get you.
What
I
what
really do.
is workout? That's such a good point.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
What does that mean, girl?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Girl, what do you mean?
Question number 6. If you could ensure that your life and work would accomplish one thing, what would you want that to be? This is almost directly related to what we've just been talking about.
And now I'm like, okay, well, I feel like, you know what, actually,
Yeah,
the answer to this is that I could sustain a comfortable life, a healthy life,
absolutely. Yeah.
and have a family, live a life that where I can not be strapped for cash, worrying when the next paycheck's going to come in,
Yep.
and it's my art that is sustaining me.
That's doing it.
Could That's doing it.
Absolutely.
Actually, this has been therapy.
No,
Oh
that's
my,
true though. I mean,
we're done
not
here. Thank you.
wrap it up, gang.
Wrap it up.
Um, I mean, being able to do what you're truly happy with and passionate about,
Hmm.
and not have to question where money is coming from. I mean, surely that's also, you know what? I mean,
Hmm.
is that not making it? That is making it, right?
That's absolutely making it.
Yeah,
That's the dream.
yeah. Is
That's the
being
dream.
able to, yeah. No,
And then back to what we were saying earlier, which is that like you can't ever plan anything. It's like, yeah, sure, it's like you want to be a pop star, but what if, something happens, but then you just end up writing one song for a TV show, and then that goes here, and then
yeah,
now you're actually just making something for, and you just never know. You can't plan it. But as long as I get to live a comfortable life,
mm-hmm.
which is, nothing crazy, but just
Yeah,
like to be able to pay the bills and maybe have a kid or two and like
yeah.
not be like, that would be great.
Yeah.
To not be like would
To
be
not be
awesome.
screaming all the time. Yeah,
Hmm.
screaming and horribly.
Hmm.
You white picket fence streamer?
No. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I don't need like a house or like I I actually like even when I think about that, like I'm like, what do I Like what do like yeah, like it's like okay, what is like a comfortable life then? I'm like honestly like it could be an apartment, it could be a condo, it could be wherever. I mean, owning property in this economy is crazy, but like it's not a white picket fence. It's not even
Yeah.
like a nuclear family sort of
You
vibe.
don't. Do you see yourself living in LA when you do that? You don't see yourself moving to the Midwest where things are
Well,
cheap.
no, definitely not the Midwest. Um, I love LA. I could really see myself in New York though.
Oh my god, greatest city in the world. You kidding? Yeah.
Yeah, I love New York so much. Or
Yeah.
London.
Other best city in the world. Yeah.
I love London. I've been there only once actually, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved
No,
it.
it's great. I'm a big city guy, so it's like
Me too.
I grew up in London. I then moved to Cardiff, which admittedly is a tiny, tiny city, but I grew up. Then I moved to Cardiff. Then I went to Toronto. Then I was in Brooklyn for a
Mm,
very long time. Currently working on going back into Brooklyn as I'm back in Toronto for the second. But yeah, I'm I really just don't see myself not being in a city. I like the people and the things. There's
I
always
know.
stuff happening.
I love things when they're happening.
I love things when they're happening. I'm always
Yeah,
looking for them.
but I've always been saying.
I'm always saying this is the thing.
I'm always saying this. I love things when they're happening.
Yeah. What question do you wish someone would ask you about your life? I'm also going to ask you this, by the way, so minor spoiler on the secret eighth question.
Ooh, what question do you wish someone would ask you about your life?
Yeah.
This is a little bit cryptic.
Okay. Fascinating. Love a cryptic.
Why do you care? And what's it all for? Why do you care so much? And what's it all for?
Love that. I love the crypticness of it. Hey, why do you care so much?
Hmm. And
Well,
what's it all
what's it
for?
all for?
Ugh, isn't that the question?
Yeah.
Someone, really, really good friend of mine told me one time, and I'm like, I have not gotten it tattooed on my body because I don't think it would look good as a tattoo, but like, I love it so much that I would hypothetically tattoo it upon my
Yeah. Could
body.
be your MySpace header.
Yeah, totally. Um, and it's, she said to me, all that you have is what's happening in the present. Everything else is anxiety. And I was like, that's so true. It is. All you can do is be present with the people, with the things, with the life. Everything else is anxiety.
Mm.
But why do you care so much? Why are we so like why am I so like this needs to go this way? And in order for me to be happy, right? I need to be heard by as many people as possible. I need
Yeah.
this. I need to be the main character. I need to be this. Why do you care so much? And I think it's probably a conditioning thing on some in some way.
Sure.
Um, but the what's it all for is like I think is the answer to why do you care
Yeah.
so much? And I think what's it all for me, I actually had a really I traveled last year for a friend's wedding to London, and then I know, can you hear her screaming? She's screaming. Okay, but it's because I closed the door and because she would be all over this. She would just be like, she's the main character. Why do I care for her?
It's, yeah.
My dad. Um, no, but I went on a really amazing trip where it was a solo trip. I wrote a lot of music. I saw a lot of art, and I saw a lot of architecture,
Mhm.
and a lot of musicals and plays, and I just kind of indulged in the human experience, and I realized that the human experience is art,
Mhm.
and history is told through art. Most of what we study from historians, even if it's written word, it's like the written word. That's still like art,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I think that's what it's all for, is that like documenting the human experience is through music. Like we have actually such a not a burden to bear as artists, but like we have such an important role
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's why I care so much about, my project and being, you know, being creative and doing those things. But I think at the end of the day, it's like it's actually like a self-fulfilling cycle. Like actually just care enough to keep doing the thing.
Hmm.
Keep doing the thing. That's all you can do. Because that's what it's all for. It's just
Hmm.
to, at least for me. Some people are different. But for
Yeah.
me, it's to make art and document some part of this experience to then affect others.
It's also you as well. Your great great grandkids will never have met you, but are going to
Mhm.
be able to know who you are through the art
Right.
that you make.
They're going to listen to this podcast.
If we could be so
Hey,
lucky. That's
hey,
it.
great great grandkids. What's up?
What's your message to your great great grandkids?
Party hard.
Nice. Hell yeah. It's year 3000. How is life underwater?
How
Etc.
was life?
etc.
I hope you're listening to Year 3000 by the Jonas Brothers. That's it.
I think you find that Year 3000 was actually made by a British boy band called Busted, and the Jonas Brothers covered it. But that's fine. Whatever. So it's actually by Busted. Thank you so much.
You end the podcast right now. That's all the time we have today.
That's all the time we have. Thank you so much. It's all right. For some reason, that has come up so much recently. I think the
That's
Jonas
crazy.
Brothers are back in the news. So people are like, oh my god, year 3000. And I'm like, well, actually, did you know?
Did you know? That makes sense because that's their best song. No tea, no shade to Jonas Brothers. I love them. I've seen them 3 times in concert.
Huge. Love that.
Like the most seen artist, like my most seen artist live is the Jonas Brothers, which is so funny because I'm not like a die. I guess I am though. I guess I
Yeah,
am.
seeing someone live 3 times is pretty diehard. I hate
That's
to break it to you.
crazy. Can't
Yeah.
believe I've done that.
Do you
Like what's
who got you into music? Was there a band, or has it just
um
always been a thing? Like in your house, is your house particularly musical?
yeah, actually, I mean, the artist that really it was two Celines. Celine period, Celine
Yeah.
and then Celine Dion.
Yeah,
Celine
Dion.
Dion. Celine Dion. Love Celine Dion. No,
Yeah.
I really do. And Cher. Just icons. I just like I've always loved pop icons. I love someone with a big voice. Like I remember like watching like Celine Dion perform, not live, just like videos and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, that is crazy that someone can do that." And I was like, I need to learn how to do that. Like
Yeah.
I need to, I need to become Celine Dion.
Was it watching Titanic and you're like, damn, damn?
Titanic is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love Titanic. I also like that movie and historical event really like tickled the tism in me because
Yeah.
I collected boats of it, like figures of it. Like I was crazy about Titanic. Yeah. I went to so many museums where they would give you like names of people who died and you would be that person. You know what I'm talking about? Please tell me.
What? You LARPed on the Titanic?
Yeah, basically that was my intro to LARPing when I was like in high school. No, there were these like traveling museums where you would go and you could have the option to get a name of a guest on the
Wow.
ship. And you could be like first class or second class or third class. And if you were third class, you probably died. And so I always wanted to, this is so dark and twisted.
This is very dark. I'm so into it.
I always wanted to be third class because I wanted to like learn about the people who died on the Titanic.
Well, that's sweet. There's
Like,
beauty in that.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
did. So that was really, I loved that. I loved that movie. My Heart Will Go On, big.
Huge.
I sang
Beautiful
that one
number.
year. I sang that one year at a middle school talent show. But
Mm.
not to be confused with the one time I did sing "The Climb" by Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
And then I arrived for our rehearsal with a flash drive And upon that flash drive, I gave it to, because they had like um a projector, that went up onto the,
Hmm.
you know, the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
And so I arrived at this flash drive and I said, just like plug it in, and then every like 8 counts, just press the space bar. And they were like, okay. It's a PowerPoint, and I did a PowerPoint of a bunch of different mountain vistas to play behind me. I
Hell
said,
yeah.
there's always gonna be another mountain, Kilimanjaro. Like, just like Google images.
Love that.
Which honestly, the thing is like I was so serious, but now that's so camp.
You
And
know
I'm
what's
really,
you know what's wild? That's a very
what?
Sharpay move of you.
I know. I know.
That's very good.
That's my true calling, and it's okay. It took me 27 years to really unpack it and realize
Yeah.
it.
Figure out that you
Rachel
get all the
Berry.
best songs.
It's a Rachel Berry thing too, I would say, from Glee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Yeah, that was totally that's my
That is
alter.
straight up, that's a killer Glee episode. Is
Oh,
having they all get the names of different people from the Titanic and they have to do a weird little LARP and sing songs. That's a Glee episode, maybe.
well, that would be amazing. I mean, well, just a shout out to a very, very niche musical called Titanic.
Okay.
If you haven't heard of it,
No, I don't. I don't know it.
I'm promoting it now. It's really small. It's not very big, but it's the story of the movie of Titanic as told by the narrator Celine Dion.
Oh, great.
All Celine Dion songs. It's
Love
amazing.
that. Love that.
No, it was written for me. I saw it and I was like, I have to see this 8 times. I have to see every show this week, actually. Like, I loved it so much. If you're in Titanic or were in Titanic, know that I am your biggest fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Reach
Mm.
out. Let's get a revival going.
Oh my God, I would.
Ash will be the lead.
I, I have to be Celine Dion. You don't
Yeah,
understand.
be Celine Dion in the Celine Dion musical. Yeah. I
Yeah,
also am a big fan of
we've
how it
learned
is.
nothing.
It is a musical of the movie Titanic. That's what
Yeah,
I'm a really big fan of. Yeah.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Not of the
yeah.
real events of Titanic, but of the movie
No,
of
that
Titanic.
already exists. There is a musical called Titanic. That's like its own
Oh yeah, of
thing.
course there is. Obviously that makes sense.
No, Titanic,
Titanic.
Titanic.
I like that it's got
Yes,
the little French twang on it. That's
of
good.
course.
It's very
That's
representative of Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Getting that French Canadian aesthetic going. Love it.
Yeah,
Grand.
yes.
Well, those are all of our questions today.
Oh my God.
We did it.
We did
Um,
it.
so if people are listening to this and they're like, "Oh my god, I want to know more about Ash," where would you send them?
I would send them to the moon. I'm kidding.
Get out of here.
Leave the planet, actually. No, I would send them to the internet, unfortunately. I know I said I like things that make you forget you have a phone, but if you remember you have a phone and you would like to follow me on the internet, you can follow me at my artist Instagram, which is at MISSMACHINA underscore Miss Machina underscore.
I like that. Where's that name come from?
Yeah, actually, so Machina is Latin for machine.
Mm-hmm.
So originally the name was going to be Miss Machine because I had a friend in college who only referred to me as Miss Machine, and I thought
Fun.
it thought it was really funny. But it
Yeah.
wasn't ever for like me actually doing things productively, even though I was very productive and I am very productive. It was more like, oh, she got home at 2 a.m. Okay, Miss Machine, like
Yeah, very good.
she overslept for her 8 a.m. again. Okay, Miss Machine. Like, just it became kind of just hilarious. And I was like, if I'm ever like an artist, I think that would be my name is Miss Machine. And then I started to actually consider being an artist, and then I was like, I think Machine is too. People are raging against the machine. There's a Florence
There's a Florence
with
with the machine.
with the
Yeah.
machines. Like, there's a lot of people and things in machines. So I figured, you know what? Make it spicy.
Love it. Good.
Machina. I also love Machina, and there is like a actual like I came to that conclusion because of like actual reasons, not just like it sounds cool.
Which is also fine.
Which is also fine, but I was also kind of like, oh, this is like kind of representative of like the female experience of like feeling like you have to be a machine and like
Huge. Love that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Ash, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for chatting. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That's kind of it.
You're so
That's my whole
welcome.
spiel.
I'm watching the clock because we said an hour and 10 minutes and we're at an hour and 7.
We're actually an hour 8 now. Do you want to go 2 more minutes?
Yeah,
How you
we
doing
can go
today?
2 more minutes.
What's your day looking like?
Actually, I'm gonna go hang out with my dad now. We're gonna go.
Love that.
I'm gonna go be a tourist in LA, which is very exciting.
That is cool. Have you been a tourist in LA yet?
Yeah, I have. Like when friends come and visit, I'll go to like the pier and I'll go to, Beverly Hills and we'll go to Rodeo
Oh,
Drive.
obviously. I was thinking, like, what is there to tourist in LA? And it's obviously Beverly Hills and all the fame
Yeah,
locations and stuff
really.
like that.
Yeah, the filming locations. Like, I have not even done the Warner Brothers lot yet, which like maybe I should do with him while he's
Yeah.
here. That would be really fun.
Yeah. You should go and you should sing. You should do a Celine Dion and then get noticed in the crowd
I
by
think so.
a big famous producer.
Well, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
That's how people.
that's what all movies wouldn't lie to me, and that's what they keep saying.
No, but that's how it happens. I keep saying this. I keep doing this, and nobody tells me to stop. And yeah, yeah. There's like a lot of like filming sets, or the Hollywood sign is fine, but there's also like the observatory and the
Cool.
beach.
Sure.
There's a lot to do in LA actually, and LA is like it's interesting. Like I think it is not a vacation city. Like I don't think people should vacation and come here.
Yeah.
Because it's too big. It's too like there's unless you want to go to like go to the Warner Brothers lot and like go to like more of like the Hollywood thing or Beverly Hills like you could do, but like there's so much that it's just kind of like sprawling and it's a lot of driving.
Okay. Grew up in Texas. Big hot place. Moved to
Big hot
Chicago.
place.
Didn't like it. Left.
Big cold
Chicago
place.
cold place. Moved to LA big hot place. What's with that?
I like big hot place.
Yeah.
No, I really like I think I have to be somewhere that's warm or if I like lived in New York or something, it's like a place where like the temperature could be controlled by the buildings,
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, I
Like
get
in
you.
every place.
Like in houses that people have.
Like in any place. Huh?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I like the heat. I do like the sun and the being warm all the time. It doesn't bother me. I'd rather be like hot than cold.
Yeah, sure. No, I get you. I mean, I don't agree, but I do get you. I need
Yeah.
seasons. I need things to shift
Oh.
and change. I like the. I mean, I have tattoos of autumn leaves on me.
Oh,
I'm a
that's
big
lovely.
autumn guy. Yeah.
Oh, that's autumn is fun.
Yeah.
It is. See, I can do that. I can do that. That's a nice season. Winter
I-
is just not my thing.
I like the opening of winter. I think winter opens really well, and then like the third act of winter just kind of sucks. When
Bad.
everything is just like horrendously cold and sludgy
Yeah.
ice, evil. When it's the holiday season, hoo boy, give me winter.
Yummy.
Love that stuff. Yum, yum, yum,
That's
yum, yum,
true.
yum. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, like February, March, winter is like,
evil.
ugh.
There's nothing good that happens in February, March, winter, and including my birthday, which is in February.
Ooh.
Nothing positive happens in
Are
that.
you an Aquarius or a Pisces?
Pisces.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
A
good.
lot of people make fun of me for it.
Spicy Pisces.
Interesting. Expand on that.
Spicy Pisces. I think Pisces are the spiciest of the water signs. They're a little aloof sometimes, maybe, but still deep.
I've heard that they are exceedingly emotional, which I am.
Yeah.
I'm very emotional. I cry fairly immediately at random things. What's
I
the end?
cry really.
Huge. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Sick. Which one is that?
Virgo is the same as Beyonce. That's all we need to know.
Yeah. Sick. No good. Yeah, you win.
Yeah, Virgo, dedicated.
Intelligence, attention
Mhm.
to detail, common sense, commitment. Love that.
Oh yeah, we're like the mothers of the zodiac, honestly. I feel like we're like
Yeah.
very just grounded. Like if you meet a Virgo, if you meet someone and you're like, wow, this person is just really like solid and like they feel like they just have their shit together. It's usually a Virgo.
Yeah. Be big into star signs.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I know. I don't think you should use them as a predictive thing. I think you should use it as like a tool to understand yourself and people better, but I don't think you should use it as like a well, if this is in my then this is gonna happen to me. Like I think
Yeah,
that's
sure. Well, we've hit your mark. 1 minute
we did.
13. We
We
did it.
did. I have the
You,
record.
you do, and I'm so proud of you for it.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. This podcast was possible due to listeners like you, the inspiration and funds of Hear Your Story, and our amazing team. Our producer, Madeline Mason, our social media video and transcription editor, AJ Ray, our video editor, Adrian Parker, our copywriter, Parker Robbins, our post-production supervisor and graphic designer, Abby Kelly, our creative art director, Chelsea Jewell, and myself, Robin Ekberg, as your host and audio editor. Thank you for joining us, and remember to share your story.